I ask for the truth on behalf of Lyssa Langille concerning relationship issues. I ask this in the name of truth, right conduct, peace, love and non-violence. Blessed be to the crow, the carrier of souls from darkness into light. I'll deal 3 cards for you, Lyssa, and we'll see what your relationship was like in the recent past between now and this time last month. About a moon phase behind, you could say there. What's your relationship situation now? Well, that will be spoken about in this card here for the present influence, and the immediate future influence, which is about a moon phase ahead, 3 or 4 weeks or so ahead there. This will speak of your relationship and what will probably become of it or not, who knows. Let's see though what was going on just recently. I suppose you have a beginning, middle and end of a story, don't you? Let's see what we establish the situation, you could say. We'll just flip the first card here very nice and slowly, as not to disturb the energy, and then we'll see what we've got. Notice there you've got the King of Coins. The King of Coins. The King of Coins has it's got a Taurus, Capricorn and sort of Virgo feel there to it. He's depicted as a tiger spirit. Really, with this relationship that you're in, there's been a lot of dedication. You've been hell-bent on making this one work. Tiger spirit represents, of course, with one of the 4-legged ones, is a spirit that protects. Any spirit that walks the earth protects. Tiger represents the willpower, in the sense of course, helps you take charge of a situation and trust that you can sort of get in there and do it. And maybe that's what it is, maybe the dedication to this. I get a sort of feeling as though you're the one who's been in control of the relationship, in the sense of trying to make it work, even in times when it hasn't, for some reason, either be that a desperation, fear of losing not so much the man in your life, but certainly fear of losing out and being single is probably more of a fear than actually losing the man himself. Of course, you've got your pride and you'd hate to be seen as a failure by other people. Crow in the background helping to carry you from darkness into the light in a red mist there, as if to say, I'm always there. Crow is king in this deck, and we know when Crow speaks, the truth is very close by, isn't it? Let's see what's going on now as we just reveal what's been happening, as we reveal what's happening now, how the recent past has manifested itself, what's become of it. Let's just flip that over. You've got the Ten of Swords. Again, the crow carrying the soul from darkness into light, flying into a black and clouded mist. The Crowley calls the Ten of Swords the Lord of Ruin. and it indicates as though, yes, the relationship is sort of not at its best right now, in the sense of more of a smouldering ember than an actual light that's a small spark because it's just been lit, ready to burn at its full optimum before becoming a smouldering ember again. It has burned. It's as if the relationship is in a state of ruin. There's a black cloud over it for some reason or other, although you've tried to control it, although you've tried your damnedest. You've been adamant to sort this out, to take control of it even. To try and make this work. But either way, there's darkness on the horizon right now, and there is a mist that has come down upon it. Yes, the fog will lift. I'm sure the fog will lift, or one can travel through the mist and come out the other side. Which one, as one travels through it to come to the other side, will the fog lift on the travel, on the journey through, in the sense in your attempt to sort of salvage what you can right now from the ruin, from the smouldering embers as you gather them all up to try and get something a bit bigger together. Either way, a few smouldering embers spread out is still the same amount if you gather it all up in one big bunch. It's just one big bunch smouldering instead, isn't it? You can gather up in the sense of try and talk about it and speak about the positives and this and that and try and put your case forward, but if there is a but involved in it, this is the reason why, isn't it? Let's see though what the immediate future does hold. Do we come out of the darkness into the light? Does Crow carry you? If so, which he will do, in what way will it happen? Well, look at this. The Six of Wands. The Lord of Victory. Triumph. Maybe over adversity. And I've just got the bear. The bear is a four-legged one, of course, protects and also represents boundaries, doesn't it? A lot of Sagittarius feel to it there, indicating the magic. Of course, knowing your boundaries, the bear is there, of course, as a victor, as an archetype, to sort of, you know, I'll do anything for love, but I won't do that, so to speak. Knowing your boundaries and understanding that unhealthy boundaries are best not bothered with. And if you cross it, which it looks as though you have done right now, then you will turn out the victor, in the sense you will turn out the winner. The six represents analysis. 5 is loss. The analysis of the 6 before the weakness of the 7 and the challenge of the 8. Of course, it's a watery number, because the numbers between 4 and 9, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, they're to do the watery part of fire. Wands is fire. Mental and moral qualities of spiritual essence. Fire is to do with the number 1, isn't it? Analysis of energy. Fire is energy. Analysis of the energy that's there right now or will be there, or of whatever the smouldering embers has become, what it manifests itself into, whatever energy is there. Fire, it's fire because, of course, Wands is the fire because Fire is to do with energy because it's where the sun transits the meridian. It's to do with the spirit to the south, where the sun is at its strongest point in the meridian, and that's why it's often referred to as energy. And maybe this is it, when one is analysing that energy, analysing what vibrates and what is and what isn't, that is when you can sort of claim a victory, or even when you are in a state of victory, it is analysing in a positive way, isn't it? It's holding the medal up or the trophy up or whatever, and it's analysing the achievements that you've maybe, of course, to move forward one must bring the old to a conclusion. The ruin right now that is there will manifest itself in a victory, because it means you can move on. You can't move on now because it's dark, it's black, it's clouded. A black cloud hangs over what you have been trying to fuel and control and sort of. Taurus there, notice Taurus. If Taurus doesn't get what she wants, she can be like a raging bull, can't she? In the sense she's adamant in that regard, dedicated into doing this. I will get this relationship sorted if it kills me, or from a metaphorical point of view, even if it means whatever, I don't know, but whatever it is, you've worn it out, the energy is worn out, and it's ruined, it's finished. Right now, of course, if it's rekindled in the immediate future, who knows, but you will be able to claim the victory. At least maybe the victory is the case of, well, I will do anything for love, but I won't do that in the sense he wanted me to do this or wanted me to do that, or whatever. He was married and I wouldn't, or there's something there, isn't there? And the victory there, or the knowing the boundaries is, well, I claim a victory because at least I tried until he told me that, and then that was it, or until I found out that, and then I'm sorry, but I cannot persevere anymore. The black cloud comes and quenches the remaining embers that are there, are put out and are extinguished by the rain that comes with the black clouds that hang over right now, and the ruin that completely creates barren ground. But with barren ground, one, I suppose, can plough and cultivate ready for new. Claim a victory in the sense of, well, suppose just like in any situation where there are disputes going on, everybody claims to be the victim. In this particular case, it's the other way around. In any situation that's come to an end, everybody claims a victory. Even in like the general election in the UK, the loser claimed a victory. And yet they came second. They were the official opposition in Parliament, but they still claimed a victory. Victory and loss, I don't know. This is more about, though, for you and your relationship situation, this is more to do with victory in the sense of boundaries. Claiming to be the winner because you wouldn't become a loser again by allowing yourself to stoop that low. And between now and the 8th of June, you will be able to claim that victory. Because by extricating yourself from that situation that you were in, you will be able to move on. Won't you? But for now, these cards have spoken.